everyone, welcome back again. I hope you all are doing good wherever you are. So this is part 5 of our Knowing Our Numbers series. In this video, we will be seeing section 1.3.1 estimation. Then we will be seeing rounding off to the nearest tens, rounding off to the nearest hundreds, and also rounding off to the nearest thousand. After that, we will see estimating outcomes of a number situation. And the last two ones will be to estimate sum or difference, and the last one is to estimate products. As I mentioned, this is our 5th part, so I'm sure you have seen all the part 4, and if you're not, you can check the link up right in the card or down in the description box. Now let's get started. Chapter 1, Knowing Our Numbers. So as you saw in the introduction part of the video, we will be covering all these sections. Estimation, section 1.3.1. Why do we do estimation? We do estimations to make our calculations easy. How does it make our calculations easy? Let's suppose we have two numbers and we need to add them, subtract them, or multiply them. So sometimes we are in a situation where we don't have our phone or calculator handy and we cannot get the exact number. So what do? We round off the number to the nearest hundred, tens, or thousand, and then we add, subtract, or multiply the numbers, which makes our calculation easy. Next slide. Estimating to the nearest tens by rounding off. Rounding off to the nearest tens. So here we have a magic rule, which is check the digit at ones place. So here we have the number 34. It has two choices. Either it can be rounded off to 30 or 40. But which one will it be rounded off to? So here, as you see, in the magic rule it says check the digit at ones place. So we'll check the digit at ones place, which is 4. And here in this box, we see in these boxes that if it is 1, 2, 3, or 4, it will go to the previous number. In this case, the previous number won't be 3, it will be 0. So our outcome will come as 30. And our next number is 56. What will this be rounded off to? 60 or 50? As we see in these boxes, if you have 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, they will be rounded off to the next number. In this case, it will be 60, not 50. But when I said 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, did you notice one thing? 5 is a middle number. It can also be rounded off to the previous number or the next number. But what should we do in this case? Mostly, we always round it off to the next number. So this clears our confusion. Should we round it off to the previous number or the next number? Next, we have 79. As we see here, 9 comes in the next number box. It will be 80. 22. 22 will turn to 20 because it comes in the previous number box. We have 255. Oh, now what? It's a 3-digit number. We still can do this. So it says 55. Here it is check the digit at ones place. But not to forget, if you have a 3-digit number in rounding off to the nearest tens, you should also change the number which comes at tens place. So we have 255 here. We need to round it off to the next number because it's 55. So what's the next number for 55? It is 60. So it will be 260, not 250. 99. 99 will be 100. Next we have 633. What will this come out as? It will come out as 630 because we have 3 here. Next we have estimating to the nearest hundred by rounding off. Rounding off to the nearest hundredth. Magic rule, check the digit at tens and ones place. Here it says check the digit at tens and ones place, but don't forget to change the digit at the hundreds place. Okay, so here we have the number 287. It has two possibilities. Either it can be rounded off to 200 or to 300. So what do you think it will be? Okay, let's find out. So as it says 87 here, and in these boxes we see 80 will be any number after 80, or 80 will be promoted to the next number, which makes it 300. Next we have 723, which makes it 700, because we see here 20 or any number after or before 20 will go back to the previous number. So it will become 700. Next we have 509. This will obviously be at 500 because it is lesser than 10. So it will go back, not ahead. So now we have a 4-digit number. What to do with this? So as it says here, round off to the nearest 100. So we won't round off to the nearest 1000. We will keep it all 100. So our number is 1256, and now we need to round it off to the nearest 100. So what will it be? It will be 1300. Why? You see this number 56? Anything between 50 and 50 will be rounded up to the next digit, which makes it 1300. And make sure to change this number also. You cannot write it as 1260. Then if you write it like that, it will become rounded off to the nearest tens, not hundreds. Next we have 345. It will be rounded off to 300. Our next number is 6890, which will be rounded off to, do you know the answer? It is 6900. This is our last number, which is 509, which we all know will be rounded off to, oh sorry guys, it was 209, which we know it will be rounded off to 200. Next we have estimating to the nearest thousands by rounding off. Rounding off to the nearest thousands. So here our magic rule is, check the digit at hundreds place, tens place and ones place. But don't forget to change the thousands place. Okay, so now our number is 7623. So what will this be rounded off to? Do you know that? It has two possibilities. Either it will be rounded off to 7,000 or 8,000. What do you think? You are correct. It will be rounded off to 8,000. Because the reason is, we see here any number after 600 or 600 will be promoted to its next number. Next we have 9,480, which will be rounded off to 9,000. Why? Because this is in the 400 range, which gets changed or rounded off to its previous number. Next we have 1,045, which will be rounded off to 1,000. Our next number is 6,890. Do you know this one? I'm sure you do, because if we see the last three digits, it says 890. And anything after 800 or 800 itself will be rounded off to the next number. Next we have 3,024, which will be rounded off to 3,000. Our next number, that's a big one, which is 58,599. But not to worry, we can still round it off. What will this make? Well, this will make 5,000 and 59,000. Why? Because if you see this last three digit, it says 599, but the outcome will not come as 58,600. That will be wrong, because we also need to change at the thousand place. So this whole number, when we put it together, it will be rounded off to 9,000. So which makes the number 59,000. Our last number is 9,351, which will be rounded off to 9,000. Wasn't it easy? So next is estimating outcomes of number situation. This section is connected with calculation using estimations. Sometimes in life we have many situations where we just want a rough estimation than adding, subtracting or multiplying the exact number. For example, when you create your household monthly expenses, you normally have a rough idea what will it be. A quick visit to the market. We also have a rough idea about this thing because each month we buy almost about a same thing, or maybe if you're having a party or something you need something more, but mostly we buy the same things every month, so we have a rough idea of what the cost will come out as. And now comes planning for the birthday parties. Let's suppose you're planning a birthday party here, and last year your friend, he or she didn't bring any of his siblings, but this year they're bringing some of their siblings. So you always keep the cake and everything in the birthday parties like chocolate, toffees, chips at higher end because you don't want anyone to run short on supplies. So our next section is to estimate sum or difference. In section 1.3.5, we learned about using estimation in our daily life situation. Now, in this section, we will learn how to round off for easy calculation. What is estimation? To estimate is to get a fair idea of a final value. So, to estimate is to get a fair idea, not the exact amount, but to get a fair idea approximately. For example, if we need to add 84,593 plus 87,349, we won't be able to add it digit by digit. Sometimes in life we have situations we don't have our calculator handy or our phone. So what do? We make our calculations easy. If we round it off, what does it give to us? 85,000 and 88,000. It depends how you round it off. You round it off to the nearest tens, hundreds or thousand. But here, I've rounded off to the nearest thousands. So what amount does it give to me? 1,73,000, and that's it. But if you would have done it like, let's suppose you would have estimated it at tens, the answer would be different, not the same. It depends on you. Do you want to estimate it to the nearest 100, 1,000 or tens? Example slide for estimation addition. Example 1. So I have took some small numbers. It is 359 plus 752. Round off the numbers. This is our step 1 to round off the numbers, which gives us 360 and 750. Step 2. Add the rounded off numbers. When we add these two numbers, we get 1,000 and 110. 1,110. So this is our rounded off answer. It's not the exact answer, but it gives us a fair idea of what it is. Example 2. So in this example, I have not shown the steps and I have not done a rounding off. So if you know the rounded off answer, do tell me in the comments down below. So I've added these two numbers straight away and the answer came 11,162. It's not a rounded off version. To estimate sum or difference. So you must be wondering, we are in the same section again. But in the last slides, we discussed how to add, not to subtract. So in this slide, we will discuss how to subtract. So what is estimation? Now we know what is estimation. To estimate is to get a fair idea of something. And now we will learn how to subtract. If we subtract 767 and 598, what should we do to make the calculation easy? We will round off the number which gives us 770 and 600 equals to 70. Wasn't this calculation easy? Yes, it was. But if we would have done number by number, it would have took us a long time. So this makes our calculations easy. Example 1. 4,583 minus 2,199. Step 1. Round up the numbers, which gives us 4,600 and 2,200. Step 2. Subtract the rounded off numbers, which gives us 2,400. Okay, so this is our estimated example. Guys, this is as simple as addition. Instead of adding these two numbers, we will subtract it. Okay, so example 2 is 9,234 minus 8,075. So here also I have not done the estimation version. I've just written the exact answer. So if you know the estimated version, do tell me in the comments down below. So our final answer is 8,100. This is not the estimated version, guys. To estimate products. Now what does this mean? In this section, we will be multiplying the rounded off numbers. So instead of addition and subtraction, we will be doing multiplication. For example, 83 into 29. When we round off the digit, we get 80 into 30, which gives us 2,400. This gives us a fair idea what the correct calculation will be. I mean, this calculation is also correct, but what the exact calculation will be. Okay, now this is an example from our book, which is 81 into 479. Step 1, round off both the numbers, which gives us 80 and 480. Step 2, now we multiply the rounded off numbers, which now gives us 38,400. Step 3, you're done. If you have learned something new from this video, do make sure to like and subscribe on my channel, and also share this video so every kid can learn mathematics in a fun way. Till the time we'll meet again in our next video. You guys